Let's have a look now at what's happening in the field events for this evening. The men's triple jump T47 competition, and there are some good competitors in this one. If you look at the top of the list there, the likes of Toby Fahimi of the United States, silver back in 2013. He'll be looking for a much better championship here in this one. Lu Fu Lang, who holds the world record and championship record from 2 years ago in Doha, he won't be competing, so it is a rather open field indeed. The women's javelin throw F13 from Uzbekistan, the gold medalist at the Paralympics, Kayamova, will lead the way out. She's the only F13 athlete in the field. The rest are all F12. The women's javelin throw F56. Diana Dadzita, gold at the Paralympics last year, finished 7th already in the 2015 in the javelin. Already won shot put gold here at these championships, looking for a double. Men's shot put F36. Sebastian Dietz, who won gold back in 2015, will be looking to defend his title. He won gold at the Paralympics as well in 2016, and he's also, to round it off, the European champion. The men's long jump T44 competition. Marcus Ream, who else to lead us out in this? He's won the last 3 World Championships, the last 2 Paralympics, and he goes up against Ronald Hertog, who many times has been the bridesmaid to Marcus Ream. The men's javelin throw F41. Kovan Abdulrahim of Iraq, gold at the Paralympics, has a lifetime best of 42.85. Shun Ping Zhang, who won bronze in 2016, well, he was gold back in 2015 in Doha, looking to put up a better performance than at the Paralympics last year. And if you were watching earlier this morning, we didn't have time to bring you the end of one of the club throw competition, the men's F51. No change to what we saw a little bit earlier on, a world record of 31.99 for Serbia's Zelko Dimitrovic. He took gold. Amit Kumar of India with a area record of 30.25, and Milos Mitic coming in with a bronze medal all the way down then to Luka Plavčák in 11th place. So I'm Tulson Tollett. Vanessa Lowe joins us as well in expert commentary, who's the Paralympic champion and world champion over the T42 long jump. I'm sure those kids down there would appreciate to hear her voice at some point, but first up, you'll hear that of Will Downing.
Toby Fahimi of the United States to get the men's triple jump T47 underway, the below elbow or wrist amputee category. Plenty of field action tonight. Lifetime best of 15.53. He's not gonna beat us straight away, has he? No, because there's a red flag. But what distance he would have got. Ahmed Al-Kisso, who's competing as an independent athlete. And that'll land before the 13-meter mark. He gets a white flag. He's 23-year-old, the lifetime best of just around 12.5 meters. He's born in Mosul in Iraq. He lives in Belgium. He jumps from the 15-meter board, the others from the 13. Fahimi Now 12:45, lifetime best. First mark to be registered, and he sets the standard. So Perez Martinez next for Spain. Fawahimni going off the other board, so everything being measured by tape in this. Perez Martinez of Spain, the 22-year-old, landing around the 13-meter mark. Perez Martinez, who won silver in the high jump at the Europeans in Swansea in 2014. It's his best result, only medal, but he is leading at the moment in this triple jump.
Time now to move to the women's javelin throw, F13. Well, that's not a bad throw. That's out there, the 38-metre mark. Came over there in first place after her opening throw. She is the reigning Paralympic champion. Here's the Uzbek, Liu Yating of Chinese Taipei. Bronze medalist in 2013 in Lyon. Lifetime best of 36.98. That won't be up near that though. Season best of 33.90. The field though will have their work cut out with Kayamova in this field. Zhao of China, you see there, just getting herself organised. She's the world record holder in the F12. Liu Yating, 30.82 metres. Natalia Adair of Austria. Bronze in both 2012 and in the Rio Paralympics last year. She knows what it's like to throw inside this stadium. Fourth in Doha, so she's looking to get back into the medals at these World Championships. Off she goes with her first of the evening. Just shy of the 40-metre mark, but it looks like it may be better than her season best, which is 35.16. That's well over that. Lifetime best of 40.49. She likes it indeed. She's up in the first, 38.37. Time now to have a quick chat with Vanessa Lowen. Vanessa, welcome to our coverage, and it's obviously a big night from you from a personal point of view as we head towards back to the men's long jump. A very, very big night for you, obviously.
Yeah, my boyfriend's going overseas competing. He's going for his third consecutive gold in the 100 meters, so I'm really excited.
Well, we look forward to what happens in that later on. Is going to be a very big race. Daniel Wagner, Scott Reardon and Richard Whitehead going for gold in that, but we're back at the triple jump here. Christos Katoulias of Greece. Bronze at the 2014 European Championships. Happy man in front there. Katoulias with a season best of 13.15. That is much better. It's a lifetime best, 13.84 for the Greek. Very happy indeed. He's looking for a few hugs.
We mentioned white flags and red flags so far in the field events, whether jumps or throws. They've got the hang of that yet. White flag.
Yes, the crowd's building at this London Olympic Stadium as we join Zhao in the Javelin. F13, least visual impairment, with Natalia Eder of Austria leading, 38-37. Zhao Yuping finished 4th in this in Rio, bronze in the last World Championships in Doha. Discus is a slightly better event, silver in that at the last World Championships. Still young, still 23, still in with a big chance here. (39.92). Zhao is in the lead. So the track action to get underway tonight with the men's 200 meters T13, and that means Jason Smith, the 6-time world champion. Strong field in this, European champion Matthias Machowski also included. 200 meters T13, we start with the bronze medalist over 400 at the Pan Am Games in Toronto 2 years ago, Valeris Larondo Gutierrez of Cuba, first major championship for the Namibian Aino Mishila. Lane 7, the pole who went out in the heat to the 100 meters here, Jakob Nickpon, 4th in the 200 though last year in Rio. Philip Handler, bronze in the 100 of the Europeans last year in Grosseto. Here he is, 5 times Paralympic champion, 6 times world champion now, the 100 meters champion here in London, Jason Smith. The reigning European champion for Grosseto over a 100 and 200, with Smith missed Marseille and Matthias Machowski. First major championship for the Moroccan who went out in the heat to the 100 here, Mohamed Katabou. Silver in the 2015 IBSA World Games. Asian record holder for Kazakhstan, Islam Salimov. It's the first 3 to go through, and the next 2 fastest losers, world record holder, championship record holder, is in lane 5. So Salimov into Katabou 3, Machowski 4, Smith 5, Handler 6, Nickpon 7, Mishila 8, and Larondo Gutierrez in lane 9. Took a while, but they're away now, and Smith off to a flying start yet again, and also Nickpon and Machowski, the 2 poles, Larondo Gutierrez on the outside, but it's Jason Smith, again in a world of his own. It's Machowski in lane 4 in 2nd place, but Jason Smith having a little pair, and he'll ease up a little bit. It's Smith, Machowski, and Larondo Gutierrez, 21.89, the winning time. Dipped under 22 seconds there, the 3 to go through. And the man who won the 100 meters title here last night, season's best, 21.89. He took almost half a second off that season's best. And Smith, not much more you can say about him now that is new. Machowski in 2nd, the European champion. Smith skipping Grosseto ahead of Rio last year. Got out of the blocks very, very well. Of the poles, it was Nickpon who got off to a very bright start, but then Smith and Machowski, Vanessa, both into their stride very quickly.
Jason Smith actually skipped our European Championships last year because he went for the Irish team for the able-bodied World Championships to Amsterdam and represented Ireland in the 4x1. They placed 13, but they did an amazing race, so he's a world-class athlete, not just in the para world.
Also involved in the Northern Ireland 4x100 meters new record that was set in this stadium at the anniversary games a couple of weeks ago. The reigning Irish 100 meters champion, full stop, able-bodied athletics, won at last year's Cork City Sports, which is on tomorrow without him. But Smith, just the usual excellent smooth rhythm. Mihawski behind him in second place, and 21.89, a very good winning time. Mihawski in second place, 22.19, and Rondo Gutierrez third for Cuba, the three who progress.
Time now to move back to the men's triple jump, team 47. It's Hajimu Ashida. Around the 13.5 metre mark. Lifetime best of 13.79 for the 24-year-old Japanese athlete. Best of 5th at the World Championships 2 years ago in Doha. He's in second place at present, 13.38 for Ashida. Bauhini with his second round jump. Bauhini jumping from the 15-metre board, but the markings you see on the far-hand side there still match up to what you would expect to see. The man who took silver in 2013 in Lyon. He has a lifetime best of 15.53, 14.88 after a foul in his first. He does go first, though, into the gold medal position.
So back to the javelin, and Nosimakon Kayamova of Uzbekistan lying third with a first round attempt of 37.07. This second round throw at F13, least visual impairment. That's a really decent effort, just got a spring on it. She's in third, championship record, 37.48. Perez Martinez back in the long jump. Second attempt for the young Spaniard. Very good height jumper in his day too. That's going out towards 13 meters. 12.95 in the opening round. Not too far off the medals for the time being. From Leon, well, they had the European cross country a few years ago. He used to be a para swimmer a few years back, but found his best talent was in jumping rather than going through the waves. Fourth place, lifetime best, 13.23. Katoulis of Greece with that excellent lifetime best earlier of 13.84. Christos Katoulis, really strong prospect here. And that's why. Already seen him on the track. He's the reigning European champion. White flag for him too. Finished outside of the 100 metres final, went out in the semis yesterday. Bronze in the triple jump in Swansea in 2014, was fourth in the long jump there, but he really has improved since then.
Julius Greece in second,
13th in the long jump. He was in Rio as well, based in Athens. No improvement, but still in second place with that 13.84.
Back to the javelin. Natalia Adair currently in second position. This is her third attempt, 38.37 so far. Season best for her. This, of course, the visually impaired category, the least visually impaired. Dare throws. Not quite as good, though, as her last one. Does get the white flag. A bit more floaty on that one, so losing a bit of distance. Confirmation then that she is still in second place, 32.84 with that third throw. Jason Smith won the opening heat in the men's 200 metres T13. This one sees the white tiger, Chad Peris, go.
It's time for our second and final heat of the men's 200 metres T13.
As he looks to improve on a bronze in the 100 metres that he took yesterday. But we also have the gold medalist from 2015 who'll be going shortly as well. Now here's Kesley Teodoto, who was fourth in 2016 over 100 metres at the Paralympics. Mustafa Kuka, semi-finalist back 2 years ago in Doha, and inside him, the gold medalist from 2015 and silver in 2013, Johannes Nambala. Pedro Prindadu of Romania, the former para swimmer, semi-finalist in the 2016 European Championships. Araujo, who was disqualified in the 100 metres yesterday without even getting underway, broke his blocks. He was 8th back in 2015. The 20-year-old from Jamaica, Chadwick Campbell. Axel Zorzi, who started with handball and football, moved on to athletics, a Frenchman in lane 3. And there he is, Chad Peris, only bronze for him in the 100 metres yesterday. He's looking for something more. Bronze in 200 metres in 2015 as well. And Lu Wei, silver at the Paralympics last year. So the cut-off time for the fastest losers is 23.11 seconds. The first three in each heat qualify. Then we'll be looking for the next two fastest from both the heats combined. Away they go straight away. Peris got away fast, but so did Nambala out in lane 7. Nambala is flying around that bend there. On the outside of him is Teodoro, who struggled somewhat, but it's Peris on the inside, Nambala on the outside there in the middle. It's Araujo, who didn't make it in the 100 metres after being disqualified, but it's going to be Nambala who goes across first. It's Araujo who goes in second place, and it's Chad Peris of Australia who goes across in third position. They're the three who qualify through to the final of this men's 200 metres T13. Fantastic running from the man who won gold in Doha 2 years ago. Johannes Nambala, disregard what you just saw. He's the man who won, the Namibian. There he is, 21.97 for the winner. Gustavo Enrique Araujo, disqualified in the 100 metres after breaking his blocks, took second, and that man, Chad Peris of Australia, picking up the bronze medal. Vanessa Lowe, how did you read that?
Yeah, I think he did a really good job. He was working a lot on the curve this year, so he had a hard time staying within the lines. For him, his visual impairment impairs him a lot in being able to see the lines. So especially the 200 meters, quite hard for him to run. Anyway, he did a good job. He did what he had to, and he made it to the final.
Well, quite clear cut. You even saw Araujo and Chad Perez have a sneaky peek across at each other with around 30 or 40 metres to go. That's how easy they were doing it. Looking at each other saying, who wants to finish second, you or me? Well, in the end, it was Araujo who took second place, but it was that man there in the blue from Namibia. Nampala, he has a look as well. Nice, fluid, smooth. It is going to be some final with Jason Smith also in there. High-class athletes indeed. It's a question now of who is going to go through as the fastest losers. So there it is, confirmation. Nampala in first place in 21.97, a season best for Araujo and also for Chad Perez, who make it in second and third. Lu Wei will now hope that he can go through, but he's missed that time. It was 23.11, so he misses out. So let's have a look at who does go through. There it is, Philip Handler and Katabu from that first heat, a lot quicker. Perez who finished in third, right down there in fifth. Well, they're having a good time.
Women's Javelin F13, third round. Zhao Yuping, 39.92 and best so far. Bronze in this in Doha, her only major championship javelin medal so far. But that drops around 40 meters. That puts her in a great chance of the lead. Still only 23 from Habai. She's our leader, 40.43, the first to throw 40 meters tonight. Amit Kumar of India in the triple jump, the T47. 12 meters 81 in the opening round, has him down in 6th place. It's around the same mark, maybe a little bit better really. We've seen the strength of Indian field events. For this 18-year-old, it's his major championship debut. .13.38 lifetime best, he's third. Daniel Perez Martinez, 12.23 in the previous round. He's fallen back a bit down to 5th, but major congestion between 2nd and 5th at the moment. Met the board well, got out well. In the final sector, white flag valuable. He's broken his lifetime best twice tonight already. 12.95 and 13.23. That looks to be beyond 13 again. She's never won a major championship long jump or triple jump medal. Mike Hare, third personal best of the night, 13.42. Back to Kamoa in the javelin.
4th round in the women's javelin throw F13. Kaimova in 3rd place with a championship record. That is, of course, if you're wondering why she's not in 1st place, she is in the F13 class. The remaining 5 athletes are in the F12. That's out near the 40-metre mark. Already a championship record. She is in 3rd place overall in this competition. the lady from Uzbekistan. In the least visually impaired category from F11 through to 13. 39.65, she's improved it. A new championship record for her, and it moves her overall into second place. Natalia Eder of Austria. Bronze at the last two Paralympics. She's currently in the bronze position at the moment with a season best throw so far. Gives that plenty. Likes it as well. Given the all clear. They're just checking the landing there to make sure that they're happy with it. They are 35.99, doesn't improve though, she remains in third position. Time to head back to the track, the final of the women's 200 metres T11, the most visually impaired of the categories from T11 through to 13.
So it's time for our first goal in the final of the track.
You may recognise a couple of the names on that list. Esperanza Gicasso, bronze back in Lyon in 2013. She already competed in the 400 metres at these championships with her guide Nicola Ernesto Palanza. Xiao Guo, bronze in 2016 at the Paralympics with her guide Jie Dengfu. They'll go from lane 5. The second of the Chinese athletes, Lu Kuqing, silver in 2016. Gold, though, in 2015 in Doha. She goes in as the defending champion. And in lane 1, semi-finalist from the Paralympics last year with a fantastic mask that she wears. It is Kwewalan Wanarumon of Thailand with Panja Nakumaji as her guide. Libby Clegg, of course, not participating at these championships due to injury. She is the world record holder. Neither is Teresina Guilhermina of Brazil, who holds the championship record. How do you see this, Vanessa Lowe? Pretty hard to see past the Chinese athlete Lu Kuqing in this one.
Yeah, definitely. I think she's going to dominate the field. She had she ran a really fast time earlier this year, so I think the winner is coming from there.
Well, we know anything can happen in this T11 category, of course, with the guides. They need to be tethered correctly. They need to have very good synchronicity when they run. And the guide has a very big job in making sure they get across the line, the athlete that is, before the guide. They get away sharpishly indeed, and as you would expect, as Lu Kuqing from lane 3 goes away very fast, but Xiao Guo on the outside has also done well. Esperanza struggling somewhat, Gicasso that is, but on the inside it's the two Chinese athletes. It's a straight shootout between them. At present is Xiao Guo on the outside, he has it. Lu Kuqing is the champion defending her title, but she's not going to hold on to it because her compatriot, Zhu Guo on the outside, is going to take it in 25-28. She goes through with the win. And this time it's Lu who has to be happy with a silver medal, and it looks like as Gicasso on the outside who's picked up the bronze, but Xiao Guo of China in a time of 25.27 seconds, slightly outside her personal best. But the Chinese are happy. They've taken 1 and 2 more medals for China at these championships. Picasso coming home in third position, but it is a very happy runner who picked up the bronze. Just have a look at that. Fantastic scenes, but it's China in 1 and 2. And we thought it was going to be Vanessa, who got out. She didn't get as quick as her compatriot Zhao on the outside. She stormed around the bend.
She had a really good start, but then somehow her competitor from the same country got the curve better and had the stronger finish. So went to the other, she only go.
You would expect Liu Guojing at that point. You think she's going to come home strong, but Zhao did ever so well to hold on to it. When in Doha, it was always what Liu would do. She finished very, very strongly indeed. But this one, not quite as good, and a good couple of metres there in the victory for Zhao Guohua. Xie Jingpei, her guy, would be very happy. Only a bronze at the Paralympics last year. They've transformed that into a much better medal this year. 2 places up, and it's gold, as you see Zhao really pacing it out. I talked about synchronicity and timing before the race. That's very, very important in this T11 category. And they had it in spade loads. So gold to China and silver. Zhao takes gold, 25-27. Liu Guojing with 25-65 in the silver medal position. And third, Esperanza Picasso of Angola.
Fifth round of the Javelin. And it's the Paralympic champion, Kayamova. Third place going into this championship record, which she just extended surely, well beyond the 40-meter mark. That's really putting it up to Zhao Yuping and Natalia Eder. Zhao over the 40 line, Eder wasn't. She's our new leader, a new championship record, 41-25. So how can Zhao respond with her penultimate throw? 40-43, her best. Needs to get over that 40-meter line. She's done that. What a combination we have now. She's the world record holder for F12, which is 42.73. The lead in this, 41.25, which is the F13 championship record. Reason they're swapping records is because they're different categories, but they're all mixed in together in this, and it's down to distance. Zhao in the lead, championship record, 42.72. Michel Gustavo Abraham de Deus, fourth attempt for the sixth placer in the men's triple jump T47. 2 fouls prior to this, plus a 13-14 as well. Gets the white flag, but a little forlorn. Lead still being held by Toby Fawahemni with that 14.88. He passed up his third round attempt. Needs to improve by 25 centimeters to get into the medals. .13.33, he's not far off, but he's still sixth. And here's Amikuma.
Amikuma. Certainly animated after he jumps. Lifetime best already in this competition of 13.38, but he needs to climb a couple of places to get into the medals. Well, that one's around the 13-meter mark, but I don't think that's going to be any further than the 13.38 he's already managed to jump. Such stress goes through the body in the triple jump. Bones, muscle, tendon, sinew. Really makes them work all over. 13.18. He remains in 5th position.
The men's 400 metres T20 final is on the way, featuring the world and Paralympic champion Daniel Martins of Brazil. So Martins by a long way the man to beat, but Damien Carcelen, who finished second in his heat in the morning, whilst also simultaneously competing in the long jump. Barbosa of Cape Verde did the same thing. Nasruddin Mo, the Asian Games champion, the main man in this. So on the outside, Delibert Rodriguez Ramirez of Spain, whose brother Dinebo full started in his heat. Silver in the 400 at the last World Championships in Doha. From Nashville, Tennessee, best result, 5th in the 800 in Doha 2 years ago, Michael Murray. In 7th, first major championship for the Frenchman, Charles-Antoine Kouakou. Turned 19 on Friday. The reigning world and Paralympic champion over 400 metres from Brazil, the man they call Neymar. Good reason, Daniel Martins. He was 5th in Rio in this 400 metres final for the Ecuadorian Damien Carcelen. He's in lane 5. Bronze in the 400 metres in Rio from Cape Verde, the Porto-based electrician Gracilino Tavares Barbosa. The reigning Asian Games champion from Malaysia, it's Nasruddin Mo. The man who reached 3 finals in Rio. 5th in the long jump was his best for Turkey, Onur Kapuslu. Daniel Martins setting both major records in winning the 2 most recent global championship finals. By a long way, the man to beat, 48.02. His season's best is faster than everybody else's lifetime best. He's in great form coming into these World Championships. Now at the age of 21, can Daniel Martins win his 2nd world title? The men's 400 metres T20.
Set.
So away we go, first time, Kapuslu, Mo, Barbosa, Carcelen, Martins, Kouakou, Murray and Rodriguez Ramirez. Fine start by Martins straight away. Also by Carcelen and Kouakou around him. Lanes 5, 6 and 7. So strong. Martins away in lane 6 at the moment and leading. The reigning world and Paralympic champion, you can see why. Really opening up the game at the moment. Rodriguez Ramirez trying to fight back in the outside. Carcelen and Martins inside. But as they straighten up, it's Daniel Martins of Brazil way out in front. Carcelen in 2nd place, Barbosa in 3rd. Martins has beaten the rest. Now it's Martins against the clock, against his own world record. Another world gold, 47.67. Championship record. Carcelen in 2nd place. Fabulous running by him. Championship record 47.66. Daniel Martins pulls it off. Murray in big trouble in the closing straight, toppling over. But Carcelen managing to pull off an excellent silver. It's been a very, very busy 24 hours for him. Involved in the long jump also whilst the qualification was going on in the heats. Michael Murray has now crossed the line. but it is celebration time again, and a championship record for Daniel Martins.
He actually had a school in Rio de Janeiro named after him in recognition of his performance in Rio, so he proved once again that that was a good decision and that he's an athlete on his own.
You can see Murray way up in the background. It was about 250 metres into the race that he started to struggle, but Martins well away at this stage. Javelin coming in behind with the Frenchman Kouakou making great strides in third place. But Martins with that new championship record. Very effective performance, 47.66, one of the fastest of all time. Martins' world record of 47.22 remains, but still against his name. Little glance at the clock. You really can see why they call him Neymar facially. Gold medal winning performance from him. Martins wins, 47.66 the championship record. Javelin with the silver and Kouakou the bronze. A hero in Rio, but the man who became world champion for the first time in Doha retains his crown.
Let's move back to the final round in the javelin throw F13. Zhao, who's in first position with their final attempt, 42.72 with a championship record so far. Plenty of effort into that one. That one, though, only around the 37-38 metre mark. Asking a lot to beat that last throw. 37-13, so championship record, first place, Zhao Yuping. Confirmation she wins the gold then in a championship record. Also came over in a championship record in the F13 category. And also Eder of Austria picking up the season best with the bronze.
So here's our leader in the triple jump, Toby Fawahimni. He skipped his previous effort in round 3 after that excellent season's best of 14.88 in round 2. Coutunis in second place at the moment, around a metre behind the reigning European long jump champion. Fawahimni going off that 15-metre marker, which they slide up and down. That's another solid one over 14 metres. And nobody else has cleared 14 metres yet. Very, very strong set of marks from him at the moment. His best performance, his only championship medal, silver in the long jump in Lyon in 2013. But he's in prime spot to win this. Maybe just too young for London 2012. He turned 17 during that competition. He was 5th in the triple jump there. But the Texan, born in Houston, is not having a problem. .14.64 remains in the lead.
Coming up shortly, it's the women's 800 metres T34. Hannah Cockcroft has never been beaten in a major championship. What will happen this time?
Before that, in the triple jump, Abraham De Deus in his first major championship. He's still 19 and he's still in 6th place, 13.33, but all he needs is 25 centimetres and he's in the medals. Consistency being shown by the Brazilian, but red flag, his 3rd out of 5. Studied it, obviously, in the plasticine.
There she is, Hannah Cockcroft, raging hot favourite for her 2nd gold medal of these championships. When we get underway in a moment or two. She'll go from lane 5. There are 3 British athletes, so expect huge cheering throughout this race. Cockcroft, as I've mentioned, never beaten in a championship final. 5 wins at the Paralympic Games, 8 at World Championships, including the 100 metres on Friday, and 2 European titles. But she'll be up against some stiff competition. She'll be made to work for it. Joyce Lefebvre of Belgium, European champion over 100, bronze over 400 metres. Alexa Halko, silver in 2016 at the Paralympics, 4th at the 2015 World Championships. Hannah Cockcroft set a world record over 100 metres on Friday. Listen to that cheer. She's the world record holder in the 100 metres. She's also the world record holder in this and the championship record holder. Carly Tate, the 2nd of the British athletes, European champion over 800 metres in 2016. And Carrie Adenigan, 16 years of age, bronze medalist last year in Rio, and bronze also 2 years ago in Doha. Carrie Adenigan then will go from the inside lane in 3, Carly Tate in 4, Hannah Cockcroft in 5. In 6, it's Alexa Halko, and in 7, it is Joyce Lefebvre. They'll ask for silence. It may be difficult with 3 British athletes taking part out of the 5 in this race. So they get away. Cockcroft holds the world record set in Arborn in Switzerland earlier this year. And she also holds the championship record from Doha back in 2015. And as you would expect, she's the one who gets away quickly with Adenigan in 2nd place. And also up there, that's Alexa Halko in the all blue on the far side with the 3rd of the British athletes, Carly Tate, currently in 4th position. Joyce Lefebvre already dropped way back. Out to the front now, it's Carrie Adenigan who goes up to the 1st position, and jumping in behind, it's Hannah Cockcroft as she goes in search of a 2nd gold medal at these championships, with Alexa Halko, who's taken on 3rd place as they come around with around 100 metres or so remaining on this opening lap before they take the bell to move fastly towards the end. Still Adenigan in 1st place. On her back wheel, it's Hannah Cockcroft with Alexa Halko. Just watch her move as soon as they go past and pin the bell up. Adenigan's looking behind her. She's actually allowed Cockcroft to go through. They've worked in tandem, and now off they go. Cockcroft and back on the inside. Well, they're tactics for you, aren't they? Cockcroft has been left through by Adenigan, who's then held Halko back because she's moved back to the inside, and Cockcroft moves out in front. She's already gone around 5, 6, 7, 8 metres out in front. It's Halko now giving chase down the back straight. There's around 250 metres to go as the crowd roars home Hannah Cockcroft. 200 to go as she moves around the bend. It's Halko, Adenigan in the top 3. Will it remain that way though? Has Cockcroft got enough? 150 metres remaining. The arms must be burning at this point. She's never lost in a major championship final. She's won 16 of them over the years. Here she goes around the straight. It's Cockcroft who moves down. She moves 5 metres out in front. Halko gives chase in 2nd place, but it's going to be Hannah Cockcroft who goes across the line as she counts it down. 20, 15, 10, 5. There she goes. It's Hannah Cockcroft in a new championship record of 2:01.78. Alexa Halko, she was brave. She was hard. She gave chase the American, but she has to be gentle with the silver. In third place, it's Carrie Denigan. Coming home now over the line in fourth, it's Carly Tate. And Joyce Lefebvre is just coming down through the last 100 metres. But Hannah Cockcroft, what a champion indeed. Made that 9 World Championship medals now, 5 of the Paralympic Games and 2 European Championship golds. Brilliant performance, and also from that lady, Alexa Halko, Vanessa Lowe.
I reckon Hannah must have worn her lucky socks again, because she did it once again.
Well, the tactics certainly worked as well. Carrie Denigan took over the lead after about 200 metres. She worked her way up to the front, and then she moved aside and looked behind her as she gave the lead to Cockcroft. Team tactics, perhaps. Well, it worked. And here they are. Here you see Denigan in front. This is around 450 metres to go. She looks up at the screen. She looks behind her. She moves out to the right. She lets Cockcroft go through. And then she moves back into Cockcroft's slipstream, cutting straight across and making Halko then go around the outside. Some people may say that's illegal, but they're the tactics in these races. Vanessa.
I don't know. I think it's smart. I don't think it should be illegal. They have to play together. They are playing for the same team, so...
Well, it must be hard knowing that you're going to give up a potential chance at a gold medal, but that's exactly what happened there and how Denigan played it. Team tactics play a big part, and it's Cockcroft who goes through. There she is on the left. Denigan on the right. Happy scenes indeed. Richard Whitehead on the ground in the background, and maybe happy scenes for him, or even the man on the left, Scott Reardon. We shall see shortly. But the smiles are present for those two, Cockcroft and Denigan of Great Britain. So another great night for Great Britain's Hannah Cockcroft, a championship record of 2:01.77. Alexa Halko of the US in second with silver, and Carrie Denigan picks up the bronze medal in third place.
Fabulous athlete, Hannah Cockcroft, no matter what the distance, and they dropped the 200 from the programme. She had to put in the 800, and it's meant additional work to try and build up those muscles. An entirely different beast of a race altogether, a lot more endurance involved, never beaten in a championship race.
Daniel Perez Martinez, the 5th round of the men's triple jump. White flag for the Spaniard. Now, interestingly enough, the man who's leading this competition from the United States, Toby Fawahimi, is jumping from a mark 15 metres back, while the rest of the athletes go from 13 metres, such as the jumping distance of Fawahimi. Perez Martinez. Well, there you go, a lifetime best. He's in 4th position. There's the Spaniard, 13.52. India's Kumar in the 6th round in this men's triple jump T47 competition. Looking to get the crowd going. He's already jumped a lifetime best, 13.38. He's in 5th position. Needs something special to get himself up there. Ishida of Japan in 3rd presently. Around the 13-metre mark. Ishida 13.58 in 3rd place, so it's not going to be the day of that man, Amit Kumar of India. Fantastic championships though already for him, with a lifetime best. can't be too disappointed with what he's done. He's improved on what he's done before. 13-18, so he remains in 5th position. Back to Perez Martinez for his final jump. He's in 4th position. He's also jumped a lifetime best so far. That was in his last jump you saw a moment or two ago, 13:52. Really getting himself going, getting the crowd going, getting those kids behind going. Look at them go. That's the way to do it, young man. Raise the noise, raise the roof, get going. There we go. He's looking for a big one to get into the bronze medal position. Well, it's over 13, but it's not big enough, and he knows it. He tried, he did his best, he was valiant. He bows to the crowd. Once, twice, he claps. But it's not good enough.
The next huge final, the men's 100 meters, T42. All the major champions in this, the European, World, Paralympic, Asian, and Asia-Oceanic. Massive names in this. Regis Woods, only major championship medal coming in the long jump, a bronze back in the last Worlds in Doha 2015 for the United States. Here's the reigning Asian Games champion for Japan, Atsushi Yamamoto, won 3 golds in Incheon. 41 on Wednesday, the double hero of London 2012, gold in the 200 here, and last year in Rio, gold in the 2, silver in the 1. Richard Whitehead of Great Britain, lane 5 for Germany. Leon Schaefer, 2 fourth places in major championship finals. The reigning world and Paralympic champion for Australia, Scott Reardon, aiming for his 3rd consecutive 100 metres world gold. Lane 7, winner of his semi-final for Denmark, Daniel Wagner, European long jump champion, silver in the 100 metres in Rio. The 4th, that is the Asia-Oceania champion, Anil Prasanna Yoda Pedigi, champion in the 1 and the 2. And for the United States, Daniel Jackson, the 3 times champion at the Iowa's World Junior Games in Stoke Mandeville in 2014. 6th and 100 metres in Doha. So much talent in this, but it's looking like a head-to-head between Whitehead and Reardon. Vanessa Lowe.
My bet is on Scott.
There's nerves. What a final it's set up to be. Whitehead in the stadium where he's already won 2 global gold medals. Whitehead, the European champion. Reardon, the world and Paralympic champion. And pound for pound, has proven to be better over 100 than Whitehead in previous years. But what about now? Woods, Yamamoto, Whitehead, Schaefer, Reardon, Wagner, Yoda Pedigi, Jackson, the men's 100 metres final, T42. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's Yoda. Disqualified he is. Well, he's the Asia-Oceania champion. He won gold in the 100 and the 200 in Dubai. Will he escape a red card? Or will it be a green? The starters assessing it. It's lane 8. It's Yoda. The umpire strikes back, disqualified. That's a shame, really good athlete. 3 major continental crowns to his name. Reardon in 6. Whitehead in 4. Woods, Yamamoto, Whitehead, Schaefer, Reardon, Wagner and Jackson. The men's 100 meters T42 final. Away this time, great start by Schaefer. Here comes Scott Reardon. Whitehead well behind. It's Reardon and Wagner. Reardon on the way. Whitehead's coming. Reardon holding on. Reardon's the champion. Wagner second. Whitehead third. 12:21. 3 world titles in a row for Scott Reardon. A brilliant head-to-head. A fantastic victory. Gold in Lyon, gold in Doha, gold in Rio, and gold in London. 4 major championship titles over 100 meters for Scott Reardon, champion again.
He just knows how to perform when it counts. He lets the performance do the talking. He doesn't get involved in all the media and whatsoever, but he does his thing, does what he needs to do. And I actually am going to run and give that man a hit real quick. So see you later.
Leave the commentary box, go down. That's Scott Reardon's other half you're hearing there, Vanessa Lowe. Go down trackside.
Get your phone, get pictures,
now.
get pictures.
Magnificent performance by Scott Reardon. Rightly pitched as a head-to-head between himself and Whitehead. Wagner, though, remember, won the semi-final heat. Great starter was by Leon Schaefer, but Reardon unstoppable in this situation. He shared the gold in Lyon with Popov, who was a dead heat back in 2013. Whitehead coming all the time, Wagner coming, but Scott Reardon holding them off. Wagner second, Whitehead third, Schaefer brilliant start in 4th place. Look at Schaefer go, fabulous start. Whitehead always a slow starter, that's why he's better in the 200 than the 1. But Reardon was well in his stride by this stage, and the closest competition was coming from Wagner the Dane on his right-hand side, the left as we see in the picture. Schaefer fighting back in a big battle for the bronze medal. Wagner, look at him go. Brilliant performance by the Dane, but he couldn't catch Reardon. There was a lot at stake for Scott Reardon, and he gets the gold again. 12:21, one of the fastest times of all time, and Scott Reardon is top of the podium again, and it means the world to him. Brilliant start by Schaefer, but Reardon, once he got going, couldn't be stopped.
He couldn't beat that. Just look at him explode there. We saw a little bit earlier, didn't win the semi-final today in the morning session. He held some back. Wagner went through that time and put the arm out. But we knew Scott Reardon had plenty more in the tank. He was saving himself. It doesn't matter if you win the semi-final. You have to win the final, and that's what the Aussie has done. Great performance indeed.
Scott Reardon with the gold, 12:21. Wagner the silver for Denmark, 12:30. And Whitehead the bronze for Great Britain, 12:39.
Well, there's the man who's won the men's triple jump T47, Toby Fahiwimi. What a performance indeed. Confirmation in the American, a season best 14:88. Way out jumping by more than the metre. He's won that one. Christos Katoulias of Greece with a lifetime best of 13:84 takes the silver. Hajimu Ashida of Japan, 13:58 for him.
F-36 shot put is now in progress. And it's Al-Kabi of the United Arab Emirates. His first attempt. Giannopoulos of Greece just stepping out after throwing 11:49. just give him the lead, probably around 11.5. United Arab Emirates are improving all the time in terms of international competition. They have a very good para sports club there. 11-11 goes second. 8 in this competition. What a lovely night in London.
Back to the track we go then for the women's 100 metres T13, at least of the visually impaired categories. Ilse Hayes bringing her career to an end after these championships. The South African, silver in the 200 metres already at these championships. How can she finish it here? In lane 2, it's Alina Glebova. 4th already here in the 200 metres. She was a gold medalist in this back in 2013. Didn't finish though in 2015. Kim Crosby, bronze in the Paralympics last year. Bronze also in the World Championships 2 years ago. Portugal's Carolina Duarte. She took gold at last year's European Championships. Next to her in lane 5, the lady who took silver in this at the Paralympics. She was gold though in 2015, so she's defending champion. That's Ilse Hayes of South Africa. Natalie Nielsen, her first major championships came back in 2006. Ireland's Orla Comerford. Ireland have already had a very successful championships here with field and track medals. What can she do? 8th at the Paralympics last year. Lela Adzimatova of Ukraine. 200 metres gold already in these championships. She's now going for the 100 and 200 double. She's also the Paralympic champion. And Sato of Japan, the Asian para silver medal winner back in 2014. So there's your world record of Adzimatova at the Paralympics last year. 11.79, the championship record held by the lady going from lane 2, Alina Glebova. 12.32, set in Lyon 4 years ago. So along with the likes of Ilse Hayes and Crosby, there are going to be plenty of quick times here, no doubt. Glebova in 2, Crosby in 3, Duarte in 4, Hayes in 5, Nelson in 6, Comerford in 7, Adzimatova in 8, and Sato of Japan goes in 9. And they get away cleanly in the first time basket. Hayes got away very well, so did Comerford, but on the outside, it's Adzimatova who's going ever so quickly. It's Adzimatova on the outside, Hayes on the inside along with Crosby. It's going to be Adzimatova who takes it. It's going to be a photo for second between Ilse Hayes and Kim Crosby. But it's Lela Adzimatova who adds to her Paralympic title. She's now the world champion over 100 metres, is the Ukrainian athlete. And that was a very good time indeed. A championship record of 12 exactly on the button. Lela Adzimatova, she adds the championship record to her world record that she set last year at the Rio Paralympics. What a performance from the Ukrainian, and might she be happy indeed. Lela Adzimatova, gold over 200, now gold over 100 metres. But it's going to be a case of separating the second and third. And it's Ilse Hayes who has to be content with a second silver medal after winning one in the 200 metres. And Kim Crosby, who picked up bronze in 2015 and bronze in 2016 at the Paris. She gets that bronze here in 2017 as well. Adzimatova with the Ukrainian flag doing her lap of honour. Well, Crosby got out extremely quickly on the inside. Comerford of Ireland also, but you saw Adzimatova there working her way through the field. Ilse Hayes had a very solid middle 30 metres. She couldn't hold on there as Adzimatova, the power, the pace, the passion. She gets home in first place Only a slight amount in it from Ilse Hayes in second to Crosby in third.
100th of a second indeed. 12.17 for Hayes, 12.18 for Crosby. Comerford, very good start, but finished in 6th place in the end for Ireland from the Raheny Shamrock Club. But look at Adzametsova alongside her. Really good discovery. They've got a great talent spotting program in para-sport in Ukraine, and the 23-year-old Paralympic champion powering through to claim the world crown. 12 seconds to great speed, T13. Remember, least visual impairment still means a lot of visual impairment to the average person. Straight through, good win, tight winning margin in the end, 1700 for a second, only 1800 between the top three in the end, but Adzametsova gets the glory for Ukraine. Excellent starter was by Comerford. In truth, probably better than the eventual winner, but this is where Adzametsova in the second quarter of the race, coming well into her stride, past Hayes by this stage, with the South African due to retire at the end of this championships. Wants to grow the family, and Adzametsova grows her medal collection.
So, Leila Adzametsova, a championship record to go with her own world record she set in Rio last year. 12 seconds exactly. Ilse Hayes, a season best of 12.17, collects her second silver of these games. And Kim Crosby, a lifetime best for her of 12.18, just 1/100th of a second behind Hayes. She picks up the bronze.
Dobrova of Ukraine, can they win another gold here? It's the shot put, F36. Another man who's come through their talent spotting program beyond the 13-meter line. Lots of jostling for position straight away in the opening round of this men's shot put, F36, which is coordination impairment. He's our leader for Ukraine, 13.33. I'm interested that being a male, he has an A at the end of his name, because generally that's a female thing. Someone will write in and explain. Li now, Kujing of China. And in many ways, he's the favourite for the gold. Really talented athlete, and he's showing that there. That's nigh on 15 metres. The championship record set by Sebastian Dietz of Germany 2 years ago in Doha. And Li is not that far off it. Bit of emotion being shown, lot of emotion being shown. Because the man who won bronze in this, in Rio, has set a new Asian record. He's our leader. So what can Petrovsky do now for Poland? If you're talking about a nation with a solid record in field events, they're it. Petrovsky has been a past master as well, and that's disappointing from his point of view.
His wife also represented Poland in para-athletics. She won T37 long jump gold at the 2012 European Championships in the Netherlands. So it certainly runs in the family, doesn't it, athletics, with the Petrovskis. He's in third position, 12.59 for Pavel Petrovsky. Here is Sebastian Dietz of Germany with his first attempt, the man who won gold 2 years ago, and also is the Paralympic champion and silver medalist in the European Championships. Dietz out there around the 15-metre mark. He's got a lifetime best of 15.23, holds the championship record of 14.87 that he set in Doha, winning gold 2 years ago. And that's out around the 15-metre mark. Li of China holds the lead at the moment when he set a new Asian record 14:46, second place for Sebastian Dietz.
Another stellar field in another great-looking final. Women's 100 meters, T44, and that means Marlou van Rijn. She wearing that Euro 88 style kit, and we know what the Dutch did in that. World record earlier this morning from Sophie Kamlisch. Set a very fast time in Rio, you remember last year as well, but Van Rijn got the gold there. Women's 100 meters T44, what a field. Marlou van Rijn, the reigning world and Paralympic champion. Sophie Kamlisch setting a new record of 12.90 this morning. And Imgard Ben-Suzanne, the world 400 meters champion from last night. Laura Sugar for Great Britain also. Elena van Ganswinkel, silver here in the long jump, as was the case in the last World Championships in Doha. 7th in the Rio final over 100 meters. Lane 3 for the United States, the Bostonian Femita Ayembeku, 6th in the 200 in Rio. Well, here she is, the 4-time world champion, 3-time Paralympic champion, Marlou van Rijn. Equal time with Van Rijn for Nyoshia Kane of Trinidad and Tobago this morning. Bronze in Rio and in Doha in the 100 for her. Lane 6, the new world record holder. 12.90, big prospect here. 4th in Rio, 5th in Doha. For Great Britain, Sophie Kamlisch. Winner of the 400 meters last night, formerly of South Africa, moved to Germany a few years ago. Imgard Ben-Suzanne, her whole family's here. For Great Britain, silver in the 100 meters behind Ben-Suzanne in the European final last year in Grosseto, Laura Sugar. And in lane 9 for Canada, from Toronto with the Phoenix Track Club in Scarborough, Ontario, home of the bare naked ladies, Marissa Papakonstantinou. Went out in the opening round in the 100 and the 200 in Rio, 8th in the 100 in Doha. Lanes 4 and 6, again, the ones to watch. Kamlisch with that scintillating world record this morning. 20 years old, a Londoner in her hometown. Is this the night she gets crowned? The crown currently belonging to Marlou van Rijn. It's Van Gansewinkel, Ayembeku, Van Rijn, Kane, Kamlisch, Ben-Suzanne, Sugar, Papakonstantinou. The T44 women's 100 meters final. Oh, Ayembeku off to a flyer. It's a full start. It's Ayembeku of the United States in lane 3. All set for a great race, and it still is, but we'll have to wait a moment. It's a pity. A good up-and-coming athlete she is. She was actually part of the Bolt All-Stars and the Nitro Athletics in Melbourne, which made her debut back in February. I think she knows it's her. Spottable, in truth, with the naked eye. Adds to the tension, obviously. Means that Van Rijn will have nobody alongside her if the judges come up with the expected decision. Mita Ayembeku out of lane 3. She's not going to even wait for the red card. When you know, you know. Always a big pity when that happens in a major championship final. Her year has been all about tonight, and now she will be a spectator. What drama. So Van Rijn defending her title. She's won the last 2 100 meters world crowns. The reigning Paralympic champion. But can Camlish deny her? The final of the women's 100 meters. Now they're away, and it's a very good start by Camlish. Van Rijn behind at this point. Kane going well for Trinidad and Tobago. It's Camlish for Great Britain, and it's going to be Camlish for Great Britain. She's done it. Camlish wins, and Van Rijn is second, and Kane is third. There's a new queen of the 100 meters, and it's Sophie Camlish in London. Marlu Van Rijn is beaten in a major championship final over 100 meters for the first time since London 2012. Sophie Camlish has done it. Silver for Marlu Van Rijn. Bronze for Naoya Kane for the third major championship 100 meters in a row. Maybe it's because she's a Londoner. Sophie Camlish, the new world champion. And she has done it with one of the fastest times ever. It's only 200ths outside of a new world record. Van Rijn with the silver, Kane with the bronze, but Camlish with the second fastest time ever, with the fastest coming this morning. She's recorded them both. Now, Van Rijn, not usually a brilliant starter. Kane got off very well. What about Laura Sugar in lane 8? Fantastically away. But this is where Camlish comes into her own. Kane in second place at this point. And then Van Rijn in the second half always shoots away. But had too much to do this time. Camlish absolutely striding, would not be denied this time. 12.92. Van Rijn in second, Kane in third, Ben Suzanne in fourth. And the mantle has crossed to GB.
It certainly has, but she got away to a quick start. You know, Marlu Van Rijn, as you mentioned, is going to get away a bit slower. But what most athletes don't manage to do, which Camlish does, is she holds it well in that middle 50 metres. And then she has the momentum. By that stage, Van Rijn just couldn't get there. You could tell with at least 30 metres to go that Camlish wasn't going to be caught. She got out to such a lead that Van Rijn just couldn't haul her in. The only person she could haul in was Kane. And she claimed second place, Van Rijn, but she won't begrudge that lady there, Camlish, of winning the gold medal. She was outstanding, as she was earlier on with the gold and the world record earlier.
Gold for Britain, their 11th. Sophie Camlish, 12.92. Silver for Marlu Van Rijn of the Netherlands, with Kane bronze.
Back to Sebastian Dietz with his second attempt. And the shot put men's 36 class, but he likes that one. Dietz, who's the current world and Paralympic champion. Silver leading up to the Paris last year for the big German. Gold of the Paris, though. And he's heading for gold here. 14.94, new championship record. Breaks his own. Taberva of Ukraine then, he's in third position with his third round attempt. 13.33, he has to beat. It won't be too dissimilar. Li of China in second place currently. Taberva with silver at the Paras last year behind Sebastian Dietz. He stays behind this time, he's in the bronze medal position. 13.59 is an improvement. Li Kujing. Second position for him. Sebastian Dietz has broken his own championship record he set a couple of years ago by taking first place. What can Lee respond with? His third attempt. A new Asian record to start with. That's up near the 15-metre mark. That looks bigger than what he managed earlier. We could be heading for another Asian record. Surely we are. He still won't be ahead of Dietz though. He's not, but he sets a new Asian record, adds another 7 centimetres, 14.71. He remains in second. Time now then to move across back to the track. In the men's 200 metres T36. James Turner of Australia set a world record in the heats. 24.15 seconds on Sunday for the Australian. What can he do in the final? Two Brits either side of him. We'll get to them in a moment. The man in lane 9, Muhammad Bouzi of Malaysia. Gold over 100 metres in 2016. How's his 200 form? Roman Pavlik, he's the 2012 Paralympic champion. Also the silver medalist from 2 years ago in Doha. Rodrigo Pereira da Silva, silver in the long jump in 2016 and bronze in the 100 in Rio. Krzysztof Kuszka of Poland. Well, he was fourth in the 400 metres in 2016 at the Paris. What can he do over 2? The first of the Brits, Graham Ballard, he'll get a big cheer. Fourth here in this stadium in London 2012. Bronze all the way back in 2002 and bronze in Greece in Athens in 2004. James Turner, there's the world record holder. Why wouldn't it be a lifetime best? 24.15 set yesterday. Gold in the 800 metres in Rio, and Paul Blake's the man he beat there in the 800 metres, and he'll the man he'll try and beat here. Gold over 400 in 2016 though. Gold over 800 at the last Worlds in Doha. And Keegan Pitcher, his first major championships for the PE teacher from Auckland. Well, I saw Lynn Anderson, the chief executive of the Paralympics Australia yesterday, and she said, did James Turner get told it was a heat? I don't think so. I'm sure he knows this is a final, though. Pitcher in 2, Blake of Great Britain in 3, Turner of Australia in 4, Ballard is the second British athlete who goes in 5, Kuszka of Poland in 6, Pereira da Silva of Brazil in 7, Pavlik in 8, Muhammad Bouzi of Malaysia goes in 9. Hand up there from Rodrigo Pereira da Silva in lane 7. Just having a few issues and difficulties. And let's just take a moment then to speak to Vanessa Lowe. You're back from talking to your partner Scott Reardon after his 100 metres victory. What did he have to say?
Oh, just a big congratulations. I think he knows exactly that he deserved it most, and I think it was a really hard season, but yeah, it came to a positive end.
Well, great stuff for him, from one Australian to another one perhaps. This time in 200, James Turner. That man there you just saw of Great Britain was Graham Ballard in lane 5. So after Pereira da Silva putting his hand in the air, we're underway again. This time they do get away, and it's Ballard who gets out very quickly from lane 5. Inside him's the world record holder, James Turner of Australia. As they round the bend on the outside, it's Muhammad Bouzi who takes the lead. But here comes James Turner. What can he do? He broke the world record just yesterday. It's Turner out in front. How fast can he go, the Australian? Muhammad Bouzi in second place, but it's Turner who crosses the line. 24.11. It's a new world record again. 4.1. 1/100th of a second quicker than what he did in the heat for the man who used to play para 7-a-side football for Australia. He's broken the world record for the second consecutive time. It's been rounded down to 24:09. Mohamed Pouzy looks like he's taken the silver medal, but it's all about that man, James Turner. What a finish. Kushka, he's up there as well, but James Turner, well, I said yesterday, did they know it was a heat? He doesn't care. He's just going to run fast. I thought he'd keep on going when he went through the line. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Gold over 800 metres in the 2016 Paralympics. You can see why. He's got a kick, hasn't he? 600 metres less than that. That's Pereira da Silva, who's down on the track. He seems to have injured himself, so Kushka, who came home in second place, and Pereira da Silva with a new area record. Even though he had a fall, he picks up the bronze medal. Well, what a race indeed. And SLO, we saw one Aussie win the last one, dear to you. Here's another one.
Yeah, he trains with the legend Brad Robo, who just hugged him. He's very talented in getting the young athletes on track, getting them fast. He's actually now focusing back on the football a bit again, up until the next competition, just to get his head off and wrap his head around all those performances he has been doing.
Well, if anyone's out there you're watching football clubs, here's the man. James Turner, new world record. Second day in a row. But got out extremely quickly, as did Mohamed Pouzy on the outside. But just have a look at this bend here from James Turner. There was around 30 metres there where he just exploded into life, and he comes out into the straight. He's got a lead of 10 metres. He goes even further ahead. The rest are just looking at him, burning them off. It's a case of who can get home and finish any further down the track. Mohamed Pouzy falls apart on the outside. Kushka comes across, and here you see the man from Brazil who just gets across the line, then has a fall in Pereira da Silva, who picks up the bronze medal. But that's class indeed, isn't it?
Thanks, Scott and Jimmy, for this amazing birthday gift.
Well, that is some running indeed. 21 years of age. How I wish I was that young and could run that fast. Well, there is confirmation of a second world record in 2 days for James Turner. 24:09. He's taken 600th to the second of the time he set yesterday. Kushka of Poland in 25:04 in second, and Pereira da Silva with a new South American record of 25.19 picks up the bronze.
Dietz of Germany, round 3 of the shot put, F36. 14.94, that championship record is set in round 2. That's beyond 15. Well, that extends the lead, it extends the championship record. Been a good games for Germany, and Dietz is set to continue that. Oh, he loves what he's produced, and why not? 15 meters 21 is a new championship record. 200s outside, his lifetime best set this year. Gives them a fabulous lead. They've seen some excitement tonight. Passing of the baton from Van Rijn to Kamlish, perhaps. But you know what really excites wheelchair racing? This is the T51. It's the most affected of the wheelchair racing categories. We've got the Reigning European, World and Paralympic champion in this from Belgium, Peter Kennen. The former World and Paralympic champion and former mayor in Nezahualcóyotl, Edgar Cesare Navarro. And the 8-time major championship winner from Italy, Davide as well. So first major championship for Ernesto Fonseca of Costa Rica in lane 7. Helder Mestre of Portugal in lane 6. 5th in the 100 and 400 in the Europeans of Grosseto last year. Now the man who's the reigning European, World and Paralympic champion over 100 and 400 metres for Belgium, Peter Kennen, former rugby international for Belgium also. The former World and Paralympic champion going back to 02 and 04 for Mexico, Edgar Cesare Navarro, and a former mayor of his home city. It's a World Cup city, Nezahualcóyotl, back in '86. 6-time Paralympic champion, 7 if you include swimming, going back to Seoul '88 for Italy, Alvito Davide. And the former Paralympic and world discus champion, silver in the 100 metres in Rio, bronze in the 100 in Doha 2 years ago at the last Worlds, Mohamed Beckeral of Algeria. 6 in this final. Kennen has set all the major championship records, world and championship, in the last 2 major finals. The Mexican attempting a little bit of a turnover here. So away first time in this men's 400 metres T51, and I do repeat that it's the most affected, the most impaired of the wheelchair racing categories. Kennen getting off to the best start of Belgium. He really is in a class of his own when it comes to the T51s. There he goes on the far side with Navarro Sanchez moving up into second place, and Berachal of Algeria on the inside coming up into third, but with a stagger perhaps now is second. But there's no doubting that Kennen is our leader at this stage. When he was a rugby international, he helped Belgium to 5th place in the Europeans in 2013, the best World Cup finish, 7th in 2010. But when it comes to wheelchair racing, he has been marvellous. Gold in the 1 and the 4, in Rio, in the Paralympic Games in 2016, in Grosseto at the Europeans last year, and in Doha at the last World Championships. But now he's got a fight in his hands. It's Berachal who's moving up. Berachal of Algeria hitting the front, ahead of Kennen. They're into the final 50 metres. It's Berachal in front. Does Kennen have anything left for Belgium? Berachal wins gold for Algeria. Kennen in second place. Navarro Sanchez is in third. Mestre in 4th for Portugal. And the former World and Paralympic discus champion has converted to wheelchair racing. And Mohamed Berachal is the new world champion, and it's a championship record. 1:21:45 gets the gold for Algeria. Well, that was an astonishing turnaround, really. Kennen well in control, but he has lost his world title. Berachal was 4th in the 400 metres final in Rio. Navarro Sanchez had got up to a good start and was the only challenger for Kennen for a while, but then Berachal overtook him and then overtook Kennen close to the line. A lot can happen in a T51 race over 400 metres, and that's been proven there. Berachal wins, Kennen in second place, and Navarro Sanchez the bronze. And I remember Berachal winning those discus titles. Championship record for him. How about that for a conversion? Gold for Algeria, Mohamed Berachal. Silver for Belgium, for once, for Peter Kennen. And bronze for Mexico, by Edgar Navarro.
Well, let's go now to the long jump pitch, shall we? Ronald Hertog of the Netherlands. T44 classification. That's around the 7-metre mark. For the man who finished silver at the Paralympics last year and also silver in Doha 2 years ago. He's going to have a jump a lot further. The man you see in the background there, Marcus Ream. Championship and world record holder for the T44 class. Hertog then his first jump, 6.88, so he's in first position. Here is Marcus Ream of Germany, who's won the last 3 World Championships and the last 2 Paralympic titles. The first one of those here at this stadium. Well, that is absolutely huge, isn't it? He better be careful. He's going to jump out of the pit. 8.40. The white flag goes up. 8.40 is the world record he set in Doha at the 2015 World Championships. You see Ronald Hertog there looking on the background. He's probably thinking, how on earth do I beat this? That could not get any closer. You almost saw a piece of plasticine come off, but he managed to stay in 7.94. He goes way, way in front after his first jump, Vanessa.
Yeah, he had some big issues in hitting the board throughout the season. He was suffering from injury. He had a surgery in his knee, so it took him a while to come back.
Lee in the shot put. Big tilt for gold between him and Dietz. It's round 4 of this F36 event. 14.71 is best. That's very close to 15 meters. Looks to have improved it. Dietz adding 41 centimeters to his championship record from Doha. And Lee currently eclipsed by Dietz. Asian record though, 14.93, stays second. 40,000 here last night. Dietz with his 4th round throw. 15.21, the championship record he set in round 3. He might have just done it again, the reigning world and Paralympic champion. He's won the last 2 Paralympic crowns. He's been a discus world champion as well, a discus Paralympic champion. He's extended his championship record, 15.28. Wunderbar. Lays of France, 2nd attempt in the long jump. 6.38 has him in 3rd place. This the T44s. Ream and Hertog, firm friends on and off the field. Allays, the Frenchman. The opening exchanges of this. Might just have got himself up into the medals here for the time being. It's up into 3rd, 6 meters 82, and that's a lifetime best as well.
Men's 400 metres T44 final. The name we're looking out for there, David Prince, holds the championship record from 4 years ago, 50.63 seconds. But he was 6th at the last championships in 2015. Mikael Satis holds the world record. And he's running from lane 9. Here's the Greek who set that, winning the Paralympic gold last year. Gunasekharan of India, 6th at the 2014 Asian Para Games over 100 and 200. This one a little bit longer. Emmanuel De Marino, bronze medal at the 2014 European Championships, his best effort. David Prince going from lane 6, bronze in 2013. Championship record, and 6th in the 2015 game. Still have some work to do. Saudi Arabian, Nil Alsana in 5. Managrasso of Italy in lane 4, 6th in the European Championships in the 200 metres in 2016. Akita of Japan goes from lane 3. Another one of the second Indian in this race, Vinay Kumar Lal, only took up para-athletics in 2015. Lifetime best of 57.06 set this year, goes from 2. And Avila Chamorro of Spain, 11th already in the 100 metres at these championships, goes from lane 1. So both these men in this race, the world record holder, Mikhail Saitis of Greece, set last year at the Paralympics, and the championship record set by David Prince of the United States 4 years ago in Lyon. Away they go at the first time, and it's out wide. It's the world record holder, Saitis, who's gone very quickly from lane 9. He hasn't got anyone in front of him. It can be a little bit more difficult. And also David Prince in lane 6 has sharply come up there, level with the men on his side, De Marino and Gunasekharan. So at the moment, it's Saitis who leads by just a couple of metres if you take into account them running around the bend and the lane differences. Prince is trying very hard, but it's Saitis who's going to come around and take the lead heading into the home straight. He has got a very good advantage as well. Let's see if he can hold it as he heads towards the home stretch. The world record, of course, is his at 49.66. It's his race to lose at this present time. He's a good 15 or 20 metres in front as he heads towards the finish line. What sort of a time can he come up with as he pushes there? He misses out in the World Championship record, but he does take first place, and there's been a fall in the background as well. Going across the line there, it is Saitis who's taken it, and it's one of the athletes who's come down. It looks like Alsana of, it's Mangrasso who's come across in second place, but it looks like Noah Alsana who's come down there in the background. But well, Managrasso has taken second in a personal best time of 54.07, but it's that man Michael Saitis who's won the gold medal here to go with his Paralympic goal, 51.41 his time, and it's De Marino of Italy who comes home in third place. He led from start to finish, and as an athlete who only runs the 100 but also does the long jump, you've seen what people do. That must be very hard for Vanessa to go all the way from lane 9 in the front.
400 metre must be one of the hardest disciplines, so it's just in between long distance and sprint.
Craig Spence, the IPC's Director of Communications there, giving his congratulations to Mikhail Saitis. Well, there is the last 120 metres or so, and just look at that lead he's built up. He went out quick, and you wonder when someone goes out quick at that speed in a 400-metre race, that whether they can really hold it. I suppose his form did really flounder a little bit towards the last 30 or 40 metres when we were looking to see if he could break that championship record, but when you've got no one in front of you who you're trying to pace yourself against throughout the race, and all you see is yourself looking at the big screen, it can be very difficult indeed. And there he goes across the line. There's a good margin there of 20 metres for the Greek athlete. And there's the fall. He was heading for the bronze medal, was Alsana of Saudi Arabia, but he falls at the last moment. But this man didn't fall at all. He was strong, he was powerful throughout. Mikhail Saitis of Greece adds the Paralympic record he has already. He gets the world championship gold medal to go with his Paralympic gold. There's the time, 51.41. Managrasso picks up a lifetime best with a silver, and Di Marino of Italy, 2 and 3 for them. He takes the bronze.
Lee in the shot put. Final attempt, 14.93, has him in second place, needs to be over 15, and it's not. So Dietz retains the title, and Lee will get the silver. 14.88, and there's our winner, Sebastian Dietz. Dietz with that new championship record of 15.28, and he's only 6 centimeters short of the world record set at the Europeans in Grosseto last year by Russia's Vladimir Sviridov, who is not here.
Here is Dietz of his 6th attempt. Championship record.
Can he leave us with something massive to remember? Not quite. But he does have the gold, and he's the champion again.
Well, it would have been massive if he hadn't have already broken that championship record. Gold is still Germany's. Championship record of 15.28 with his 4th throw. Sebastian Dietz is the winner. There it is then, Dietz with the gold with a championship record of 15.28. Lee Kuxing, an Asian record of 14.93, and Dibrova of Ukraine with the bronze, 13.59. Moving back to the T44 men's long jump. Ronald Hertog in 2nd position, 6.94, his best so far. This is his 3rd attempt. Marcus Ream, who's leading the championship. Said that before. Maybe a little far from behind the board there, Vanessa.
Yeah, he hasn't quite found his mark yet. He must have had some issues with the run-up. He doesn't hit the board right, and so he's just missing so much of the final distance.
Well, the coaching, as we've seen so many times in these championships, very, very important to try and find out what you can do to improve it. 6.52, so no improvement for Hertog. He remains in 2nd position.
And now the next chapter in Tatjana McFadden's attempt for 4 gold medals here. The final of the women's 400 meters T54. She's already 13 world golds to her name, 7 from the Paralympic Games. But here's sister Hannah, bronze in the 2 here, and bronze in the 1 and the 2 in the last World Championships in Doha. Former world marathon champion and the 4-time European champion from Swansea 2014, from Switzerland, Manuela Schär. The woman with the longest CV in world athletics. Tatjana McFadden going for her 21st global gold tonight. In lane 6 for China, 6th in the 400 and the 5,000 meters in Rio, Ma Jing from Xizhou. A lady whose first medals came in Atlanta 1996, the former Paralympic champion over this distance from Sydney, Sherry Match in the United States. The reigning Paralympic marathon champion beat Tatjana McFadden after 26+ miles by a fraction, Zhu Li Hao of China. Lane 3, bronze in the 100, 200 and 400 in Grosseto at the Europeans last year from Switzerland, Alexandra Helbling. And in lane 2, the former World Marathon champion and the former Commonwealth Games champion over 1,500 metres from Canada, Diane Roy. So 3 from the United States, 2 from China, 2 from Switzerland and 1 Canadian. It's Roy, Helbling, Zhao, Madsen, Ma Jing, McFadden, Shah, McFadden. Final of the women's 400 metres, T54.
Set.
Away they go to Jan McFadden in lane 7. Can anybody beat her? Good start by Manuela Shah in lane 8 on her outside. It had to be, otherwise she'd be gobbled up straight away. And Sherry Madsen started very well for the United States out of 5. But it's Tatjana McFadden on the far side. Look at her go. She's passed everybody already. Shah in 8, Hannah McFadden in 9. It's all about Tatjana McFadden at the moment. Sherry Madsen in 5 is flying too. Will it be a US 1-2-3? That might be all down to Hannah McFadden, because her older sister Tatjana is way clear at the moment, and the only athlete for company is her compatriot, the great Sherry Madsen. Here comes Zhao Lihong for China, but it's Tatjana McFadden on the way. It's going to be her 3rd gold in these World Championships. Tatjana McFadden, a great champion again, her hat-trick here in London. Zhao in 2nd place, Madsen 3rd, but Tatjana McFadden does it again. 53.74, the winning time. And Tatjana McFadden, right now, I don't think anybody can beat her. Zhao Lihong with the silver. And Sherry Madsen up with the bronze. But Tatjana McFadden does it again. What an athlete.
What an athlete. No tactics, no talking. She just goes out and does it.
Sherry Madsen, at the age of 40, gets the bronze, having, remember, left top-class athletics for almost 15 years. But there she is, all in her own, as it was from the very start. Sherry Madsen going very well there in 2nd place. The Chinese player of Ma Jing and Zhu largely blitzed, and even when Zhu came through into 2nd place, the margin was just too tight. Tatjana McFadden was accelerating. You could send the Guardians of the Galaxy out and they wouldn't stop her. Gold for McFadden again, the 21st golden gold of her career. 200, 1,500, and now the 400 metres. And Tatjana McFadden is the champion again. Good news for the rest. She's only going in 1 more event. Here's a story you've seen before. Tatjana McFadden is the world champion for the 14th time. Silver for Zhao Lihong of China, and bronze for Sherry Madsen of the United States. Hannah McFadden in 7th.
F91 Javelin. Nikarawi with his first attempt. That's out there at the 40-metre mark. For the man from Iraq. Well, aren't they enjoying our night with world records? Golds aplenty. 22 medals of the gold variety, silver and bronze to be handed out in this evening session. 7 already earlier in the morning session today. Quite a day indeed. for people who have packed into this London stadium today to watch some high-class para-athletics action. Nicolawi with his first attempt. One of two Iraqi competitors in this competition. Season best of 36.23. That may well have beaten it. Unless my eyes are deceiving me, it certainly will have. Indeed, 39.12 for him for his first throw. He automatically goes into the lead. So the men's 1500 metres T20 final. Steve Morris, who was turned away from football clubs to focus on athletics. He did. 6th in the 2016 Paralympics, a story there. But the big story, Michael Brannigan of the United States. He broke the 4-minute mile for the first time prior to the Paras last year. He finished 7th in that men's mile at New York's prestigious Millrose Games. He's also the Paralympic champion. Daisuke of Japan, Nagawa, goes in lane 12. Out wide there, Sylvester Yashuk of Poland, 7th in 2015 in Doha. James Hamilton of Great Britain, he gets a big cheer. The former para swimmer for Ireland in the 2014 Worlds in Eindhoven now runs for Great Britain. Mohamed Herzi of Denmark. Cristiano Pereira, silver at the 2014 European Championships, 7th at the Paralympics last year for Portugal. And here he is, Michael Brannigan, gold at Doha a couple of years back. I was there, I saw it, it was brilliant. Also at the Paras last year in Rio, silver, also in 5,000 metres in 2015. Yamanuchi of Japan goes inside of him to start with. Then it's Poland's Rafael Koch, 4th just outside the medals in Rio last year. Bronze back here at this stadium in 2012, so he knows what it's like to run here. Thomas Desbrosset of Canada. And Yuyu Kimura, 3rd of the Japanese who are running in this race. Steve Morris of Great Britain, watch for this cheer. Personal best just under 4 minutes for him. And the man who came 5th at the Paralympics in Rio, Vulukovic of the Ukraine. So 12 to start in this men's 1500 metres T20 final. Michael Brannigan, the man to look out for. Will we get another world record? He's already set one this year. Can he do it again? Off they go, the men's 1500 metres T20. And Brannigan there in 2nd place at the moment, just sitting behind Great Britain's Steve Morris. James Hamilton also of Great Britain, as I mentioned, a former para swimmer for Ireland, so multi-talented is James Hamilton. But multi-talented on the first lap is Steve Morris. He's already out to a 10-metre lead as they come round to take 3 laps to go. It's Morris with Brannigan in there, and also from Portugal, Cristiano Pereira, who's silver at the 2014 European Championships.
3 laps to go. What a huge lead opened up by Steve Morris. It's amazing the inspiration that can be brought from a home crowd. Michael Brannigan well back in 2nd place. On the overlap, Cristiano Pereira, the Portuguese, who finished 7th in Rio. 4th though in the Europeans last year. He's twice been a European silver medalist. Over 1500 metres is Cristiano Pereira. Look at this huge lead. Well, Steve Morris, it's either brave or foolhardy, or maybe both, but will it be successful? Never won a major championship medal, came close in Grosseto last year at the Europeans. He finished 4th in the 800 metres final, 5th in the 15, and he was 6th at this distance in Rio. A race that was won by Michael Brannigan, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, and this year a 4-minute miler. Still a good gap of around 30 metres. But Morris knows there's still 2 laps to go. He can still be caught, especially with the likes of Brannigan behind, and the Portuguese Pereira and the Pole Yatsio.
Well, he's held his form now over 400 metres there because he's still around the same margin in front. And behind there, it is still Brannigan with Pereira and the Polish athlete Rafael Kork, who finished 4th in Rio last year. But the gap has slightly closed now as the chasing pack move up somewhat. There's a race in 4 at the moment. It's Morris out in front who's being caught. Gradually and slowly they're reeling him in with around 600 metres to go in this race as Michael Brannigan leads the chasing pack of Pereira and Kork around as well. And Morris is really starting to struggle now. That early burst is really starting to do no good at all. Brannigan, who's coming up on his shoulder, the current world, the current Paralympic champion, as he moves around with around 500 metres to go. It's Brannigan who's going to take the lead in the next 10 or 15 metres, and Pereira up there as well, and Rafael Kork, and the rest, well, they're just chasing at the moment to see how far they can get. Brannigan takes the lead with around 450 to go, and it's Pereira who goes with him. Kork goes with him as well, and Morris has dropped now off the back of that 4. So it is Michael Brannigan who goes around in the main straight with about 350 to go.
Mikey Brannigan of the United States, the reigning world and Paralympic champion, leads the map. Pereira, Portugal in 2nd place. It's Rafael Kork of Poland, who's in 3rd. Morris Brave of Great Britain, but he's dropped down to 4th place. It's all about Brannigan at the moment, and whether the 2 behind, Pereira and Kork, can reel him in. Brannigan, such a gutsy performer. The new record, world record set in New York back in February of 3:45.50. Not necessarily about records tonight, all about who'll finish in 1st place. And it's looking like Brannigan for the 3rd major global championship final in a row. Brannigan leads them out, Pereira in 2nd, Kork in 3rd, and Michael Brannigan, the first United States autistic gold medalist in athletics, is going to do it again. Brannigan's the champion. Pereira with the silver. Kork the bronze, a championship record, 3:53.03, with Morris in 4th place, having led for so long. Great win for Michael Brannigan. When he won Paralympic gold, it made the NBC Nightly News, and he's hitting the headlines again. He hit the front late on, that's all he had to do. Brannigan, the New Yorker, leading out Pereira and Kork, and for both men, Pereira gets his 1st global championship medal. Kork, who was the bronze medalist at London 2012 in this stadium over 1,500 metres. So it is again today. Mikey Brannigan's parents delighted. Their boy has done it again.
Well, Brannigan was talking about the road to Rio after Doha when we saw him over there, and he walked that road, or he ran that road very, very well indeed. He's going to head to Tokyo in 3 years' time, there's no doubt about that. He's young, he's willing, he's able. He is a splendid athlete indeed. He was hurting with around 200 metres to go. You could see his face as he came around for the main straight. He still managed, he had enough to break that championship record. Pereira there in 2nd picks up the silver, and Kork of Poland, they all ran a good race as well. Morris, he went out too quick. Did the man from Great Britain. The adrenaline got to him, the crowd got to him, he went out quick, he saw if he could hold on, he couldn't do it. And it's Michael Brannigan with a championship record who picks up gold. Christian Pereira with a new European record of 3:55.39, a great run from him. And in 3rd place, Poland's Rafael Kork, 3:56.82 with the bronze. Disappointment from the 3 Japanese athletes. They all finished in the bottom 4. And it's Depressé who rounds off the field in 12th.
Abdul Rahim with his 1st round throw in the men's F41 Javelin for athletes of short stature. Those who are F40 are even shorter stature. That's a thumping throw. 40 metres, plumb on the line from Koban Abdul Rahim of Iraq. Great way for him to get the competition up and running. There's a few F40s in this as well. but Abdul Rahim is the man they have to beat. 40 meters 05. So as one set of 1500-meter athletes go off the track, here's a new set. The women's 1500 meters T20 final, the intellectual category, the women's equivalent of what we've just seen. Going in this, the European World and Paralympic champion, Barbara Novizial. She's there, second from the left of your picture. And first of all, the Asian Games silver medalist from 3 years ago in Incheon, Misaki Ari of Japan. But the woman they all have to beat, the European World and Paralympic champion, the 3 times world champion in Doha, 3 times Barbara Novizial of Poland. From Osakazaki in Japan, 7th in the 1500 meters in Rio, Miyoko Yamamoto. Now here come the twins. Silver in the Europeans. In Swansea in 2014, Bernadette Biaxi. And silver in Rio. And in Grosseto last year, Ilona. Previously the European champion too. First major championship for the United States, Caitlin Bounds, who lives in Arizona now. The former world champion from 2011 at this distance, and the reigning European 800 meters champion from Poland, Arteta Melok. Lane 3 for Ukraine. Bronze 3 times in global 1500 meters finals, 1 in the Paralympics in Rio, twice in the Worlds, Ludmila Danila. First major championship for the 14-year-old from Turkey, Musin Geyser. And on the inside for Japan, bronze in the 400 and the 1500 at the Asian Games 3 years ago, Sayaka Mikita. The world record held by Barbara Novizial when she took gold at London 2012. Twice Paralympic champion, twice world champion. Can Novizial get a hat-trick of world crowns and a 5th global gold at this distance? Novizial and Melok for Poland, Biaxi for Hungary, Yamamoto and Ari for Japan, Makita there for Japan also. But bounding clear, it is Caitlin Bounds for the United States. Well, we saw this tactic in the men's final, and it didn't work, but will it work for Caitlin? 25-year-old Californian, now based in Arizona. Remember, it's the intellectual category, and the T20 athletes must have proven lack of tactical ability. There are various tests that are carried out, but it's Bounds who leads with 3 laps to go.
So Bounds is out in front by about 20 metres, an exact replica of what we saw in the last race with Morris of Great Britain. Makita in 2nd place, and Novizial has now made a move up ahead of Makita. She said, I'm not going to let you get too far ahead of me, Caitlin Bounds. I'm going to try and bring the bounding steps of you down, for want of a better word, as they all really bunch together. There's a good 4, 5, 6, 7 athletes in there now, led by Barbara Novizial of Poland. And she aims for another gold medal at these championships. Quite an athlete indeed she is. 20 metres remaining between her and the athlete in front of her, though, that she's going to have to close if she's going to try and pick up gold in this competition. But Bounds still remains in front. It's around this stage in the last race, with around 700 or 800 metres to go, that we saw Morris of Great Britain really struggle in the men's equivalent of this one. The chasing pack are working well together. Novizial up there with Makita as well. And also in there, it looks like Geze of Turkey, as they come over with 2 laps remaining.
800 metres left in the women's 1500 metres T20. Bounds looking up at the big screen here at the London Olympic Stadium with some concern. Novizial at the front of the chasing pack, ready to pounce, looking to take full advantage. Because they're not doing too badly either, you must say, for Turkey. And Melok is up there as well. Bounds in front, Novizial in 2nd place, and Danilina of Ukraine, 3 major global bronze medals to her name, including Rio, and Doha 2 years ago, and Christchurch in 2011. Bounds is being reeled in. Navitial slowly about to overtake. Danila too, and the peloton is now effectively caught up. Bounds gave it a very, very good go. She's back in the pack, and now she has to hope that they don't swarm around and all overtake. Danilina on the outside, Navitial pushing up just behind. They've allowed Bounds a few more seconds of glory, but now Navitial, this past master of this discipline, the T20, heads out in front, along with Danilina and the two Biaxi sisters, Bernadette to the left, Ilona to the right, and they're up the bell in the 1500 metres final.
And Navitial takes the bell in first place with Danilina of Ukraine right next to her European compatriot. It's Hungary in third place. The Biaxis both up there looking like they're going to try and get a medal, but at this present time, there's only one of them who looks like they're going to be in there. It's Iona Biaxi who's up there in third place. But it's Poland's Barbara Navitial. She looks strong, she looks firm. Danilina of the Ukraine is up there with her though. Who's going to make the break first though? That's the question. As all three looked ahead at the same time. But it's Navitial who leads. Danilina in second. Iona Biaxi in Hungary, who's in third place. Barbara Navitial, she holds the championship record. She holds the world record as well. That was set 5 years ago. What can she come up with here? It maybe isn't going to be a record of any kind, but it's going to be Barbara Navitial as she stretches out in the home straight. Navitial 5, 6, 7 metres away. What an athlete she is. She's going to make it back-to-back championships in the 1500 metres as she goes down across the line in a time of 4:33.83. Danilina of Ukraine goes through in second place, and it's Iona Biaxi of Hungary who comes home in third, followed by Bernadette Biaxi in fourth place. But what a run there from Barbara Navitial.
Yes, yet again, Barbara Navitial. That's now 3 1500 metres world titles in a row. The Biaxi twins, talented athletes in their own right. Ilona getting the better of Bernadette this time. Major switching between those two. Aletta Malloch in fifth place. Now, she was in her prime. The original time the T20s were in the Para family before 2000. Then they took 10 years off. Danilina, great performance for her. Again in second place from the Ukraine. But, well, Barbara Navitial, she's the #1 again.
Yeah, and in an event where tactics so important is that's when the disability really shows, and we saw that after going out really fast in the beginning and being eaten up by the field, and ended up finishing in the farther back.
Navitial gets the gold again for Poland. Brilliant athlete, 4:33.82 with Danilina, the silver for Ukraine. Ilona Biaxi third, Bernadette Biaxi fourth.
Well, there he is. Marcus Rem with his 5th attempt in the men's long jump T44. No surprise, he's in first position, 7.94. Well, that one is massive indeed. He's got the white flag for it. He holds the championship and world record, he said, of 8.40 in Doha 2 years ago. May not be 8.40, but it's big enough. Eight metres exactly for Marcus Rehm. First and likely goal for him. Sun Ping-Zheng, the second round in the Javelin competition. For the F41. Abdurrahim and Nukalawawi of Iraq currently occupied second and first position respectively. Not anymore. That man is now second. Sun with a score of 39.28. Well, we've already seen a couple of 1,500-metre races in the T20 for the women and the men. Now it's time to go to the T11, which is the worst of the visually impaired athletes, so it means they all run with a guide. Zheng Jin of China, defending champion and also Paralympic champion. Rodriguez Saavedra of Mexico, 5th in the 2015 championships, also consistent in 5th last year in Rio. Felipe Modesto Eustasio, third guide. Margarita Fernandez of Chile, bronze back in 2015 in the T13 category over 1,500. She's now in the T11, reclassified. Francisco Munoz, third guide. Zheng Jin of China, gold at the Paralympics in Rio last year, also defending champion here. Goes with Wang Zhipeng. This lady was disqualified in 2016 in Rio. Luzanne Kurtzi, 8th though in Doha 2 years ago with Baconi Voigt as her guide. Maritza Arango-Buitrago, what an athlete she is, the Colombian, bronze back in 2016, silver in Doha 2 years ago with Jonathan Debs Sanchez Gonzalez as her guide. And then Joanna Mazur, European champion over 200 metres. She's qualified for the final as a fastest loser. Normally over the shorter distances, she goes to Michal Stavitsky. And she's already been in the 200 and the 400 metres in these championships. So Zheng Jin holds both the world record and the championship record. The world in Rio last year, the championship record set in Doha back in 2015. And away they get straight away. And heading towards the front, Zheng finds herself in second position there, but it's Arango-Buitrago who moves straight to the front with Zheng in second place, and Joanna Mazur of Poland taking up the running in third, as they're all spread out in a lovely even line at the moment, but you don't expect that to last for too long. And this is a category where the guides really play a massive part in what happens, because they need to control the pace. They need to look at what's happening behind, because this is the complete visually compared, where they have to be completely blindfolded with patches over their eyes as well, just to be sure. So at the present, it's Arango-Buitrago of Colombia who leads, with Zheng Jin of China, the world and championship record holder, as they go through the first 300 metres.
Zheng Jin stalking our leader. She's the reigning Asian world and Paralympic champion. Arango-Buitrago still leading them out at the moment. Lady who's won silver medals at the last 2 world championships over 15 and 800 metres, a bronze in the 800 also in Doha, and a bronze in the 1500 in the 4x1. Still holding firm at the moment, past the 400-metre mark, with a guide, Jonathan Sanchez. But Zheng Jin, alongside her guide, Wang Zhipeng, in a great position. Long way back to the South African Luan Kurtzi in third place. Never won a major championship medal. She's come close a few times, the South African. And then in fourth, the pole, Joanna Mazur, the double European champion. But we're talking about 200 metres. She won silver in the walk in Grosseto last year in those Europeans. She's been overtaken by the Mexican Monica Rodriguez Saavedra, who's now taken up that place into fourth. Somewhat of a sedate pace across the entire field right now. Not much of a gap, slightly sprung out. And now the opportunity for Zheng Jin to move up a little on the outside with 2 laps to go, and a moment to overtake Arango-Buitrago may be on the way.
Well, Wang Zhipeng, her guide, tried to pull her on a little bit and try and make her go around the outside, but then they seem to slow back down again. So perhaps at the moment it's just a case of wanting to wait and try a little bit further around the corner. But it's Arango-Buitrago who still leads, as she has for the entirety of this race so far. But it's the world and Paralympic champion Zheng Jin with her guide Wang Zhipeng, who is second place, and then Kurtzi of South Africa, disqualified back in 2016 in Rio. She is in the bronze medal position at the moment. Then there's a gap of around 15 metres back to Joanna Mazur of Poland, who's currently retained fourth place, or reclaimed fourth place, I should say. But at the moment, Zheng looks very comfortable in second place. She will make a run for it at some point, you can guarantee that, with around 500 metres remaining. Maritza Arango-Petrago, bronze in this event last year, then is still out in front, and we've seen what's happened in the previous two races in the T20 category. Those who have been out in front, maybe not by this smaller margin, but they've been caught eventually. Will that happen now as they come round to take the bell? So Arango-Petrago with around 400 metres to go, who leads, and Zheng Jin may well make a move for it now.
At the bell, it's Arango-Petrago who still leads second place, Zheng Jin, but for how much longer? Here comes the move on the outside from the Chinese, the reigning Asian world and Paralympic champion hits the front with 350 metres to go. Arango-Petrago still fighting in second. Kurtzer trying to take her position now. Cuts in third for South Africa. Moving up the fourth, Joanna Mazur. It's between these four for the gold, silver and bronze. But here's another big move. Arango-Petrago on the outside. She hits the front. Here comes Kurtz on the outside. We thought Zheng Jin had it. The big move made there. Kurtz on the outside trying to take up second place. Arango-Petrago of Colombia still in the lead with Zheng in second place. And in third, Kurtzer. And Mazur's not gone away. Mazur trying to make a big move on the outside. Such a small space. 8 bodies there. The gold is up for grabs. It could be anybody's. Arango-Petrago, great guts for her. It's Mazur on the outside. Mazur coming up into second place. Zheng's being overtaken. Is it going to be Mazur? Mazur's going to win it. Mazur propelling Arango-Petrago in second place. And Zheng in third. That is incredible. Joanna Mazur wins the gold for Poland. Arango-Petrago second, Zheng in third. That's an astonishing finish. And Joanna Mazur comes from nowhere to win the gold for Poland. 450.95, a lifetime best. And Arango-Petrago led for a long time, was overtaken by Zheng Jin, fought back for the lead, and then found herself overtaken at the end by Mazur, who was fifth for a long time. Fifth with 200 metres to go. And Joanna Mazur, for the first time, is the world champion. What a victory.
And what makes it even more remarkable is she normally competes over those shorter distances. We've seen her already in the 2 and the 400. She qualified for this as a fastest loser. Incredible. But she looked like she was gone there. She was way back in 4th or 5th position at one point. But I think I mentioned it over the past couple of days. I talked about her guide, Michał Stawicki. He has played a massive part in what she's done in this race. And I mentioned the guides earlier, how important they are in this. You can see him talking away to her and telling her to get out in front of him. And she does exactly that. The guides are very, very important in this T11 category. And he helped her in that race to absolute fantastic result. So Mazur takes a gold and a lifetime best of 450.95. Arango-Petrago of Colombia with silver, and Zheng, the current champion, who is no longer, is now the bronze medalist. Marcus Rain with his final jump of the competition. He's the world record holder, championship record holder, but he's only 8 metres at the moment. What's to come here? Well, that's further, I think, by a couple of centimetres. He's not happy because he wanted to break the world record. On this occasion, over Vanessa Lowe, it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think it was just not his season. His injury, it took quite a time to get his way in the season and actually get started and do some competitions.
Well, he's going to win the gold medal. It's going to be below 8 metres, that one, because he just had a bit of drag behind him. 7:52 it is. It makes no difference for the German. He is the gold medalist yet again, Marcus Rain. So Marcus Rain with the gold medal in the men's long jump T44 classification. He's won now in the last 4 World Championships. Hertog with silver, and Lays with a personal best of 6:82 takes the bronze.
The great races keep coming thick and fast, and now the final of the men's 800 metres T54. The reigning Paralympic champion Marcel Hug is in this, and the world champion Liu Chengming also, plus the Asian champion Saishok Kongzhen. Saishok Kongzhen, the reigning 100 and 800 meters Asian Games champion. 21 major championship medals to his name, none of them gold. 4th in the 100 meters here and 9th in the 15. Silver in the 200 meters here for Liu Yang of China. The 400 meters world champion from 2 years ago. For the United States, Daniel Romanchuk went out in the semi-finals of the 1500, his first major championship final. The reigning world champion from 2 years ago in Doha. Winning the 800 and the 4x4, Liu Chengming. The 8 times world champion, the new 1500 meters champion, the Paralympic champion over 800 meters and the marathon, the silver bullet, Marcel Hug. In lane 4 for Tunisia, silver in the 1500 meters here, behind Hug on the outside, bronze in the 4 in Rio, Yassine Garbi. In lane 3 for Japan, 7th in the 1500 meters final here in London, Tomoki Suzuki. The reigning European 200 meters and 4x4 champion. 8th in the 1500 meters here for Great Britain, Richard Chiazaro. So Marcel Hug, the world record holder and Paralympic champion. So away they go. The Paralympic champion who's won the 1500 meters title here. Marcel Hug looking to control. But Kongzhen, the Asian champion. Liu Chengming, the defending world champion. This could be very, very tight indeed in this men's 800 meters final. On the inside, Suzuki working very hard. Kongzhen moving up, but Marcel Hug getting into a very good position. The Chinese pair of Lius, Chengming and Yang, right alongside each other. And the British racer, Richard Chiazaro, locked on the inside at the moment. On the shoulder of Hug, who leads. Chiazaro in second place, and on the outside, Romanchuk of the United States. Romanchuk moving up as we hit the bell, but it's Hug who leads up the bell.
And Hug takes him through it as he continues through with around 350 metres to go. It's Romanchuk on the outside, though, who's trying to keep pace. He's giving himself extra work, and Chiazaro is caught on the inside with the 2 Chinese athletes. Well, they are certainly in there, Liu Chengming and Liu Yang, as they come round with around 230 metres to go.
And in this 800 meters final, it's Hug, the reigning Paralympic champion of this. This is massive crash. I think it's Chiazaro on the inside. Liu is gone. Romanchuk's gone. Hug is in the lead. There may be a rerun here, but it's Hug who leads. It's Liu Yang in second place. It's Kongzhen in third. That's the 1, 2, 3 in this order. Hug is going to cross the line first. The Paralympic champion over 800 wins the world 800 meters final. Liu Yang in second place, Kongzhen is in third, Suzuki's in fourth. That might not be the end of the story. 1:37.65 the winning time. Half the field taken out. Marcel Hug wins the race, but does he win the gold? In the past when this has happened, there's been a rerun. It's unfortunate. Chiazaro, Garbi, Liu Chengming, Romanchuk were the 4 who went there. It's all part of the thrills and spills of wheelchair racing. 99% of the time we get the thrills, occasionally we get the spills. For now, Hug is the world champion for the 2nd time this week and the 9th time overall. But in the past, incidents like that led to reruns.
Well, I think what's going to happen is that when they're going to have a look at it and see also whereabouts those athletes were when the collision took place, and depending on what type of position they were in and were they challenging, and you have to look at this and say, yes, they were. Watch Richard Chiazaro of Great Britain here. On the inside there, you see him, number 2 with the white with blue sleeves. Just watch him for a moment, see what he does here. So he heads out, and he beats the back of Hug and then it all goes down like dominoes. So 3, 4 people go with him. That's Richard Chiazaro who moves out and catches the back of Marcel Hug, the winner's left wheel.
Now Hug did move inside, which is his right, obviously defending the line, and Hug defending the line very well here in the closing straight with only 3 battling for the gold at this stage. Hug coming through to cross the line. Liu Yang will be in second place and Kongen in third, but you can bet, and you would successfully bet, there will be an appeal, and this will run and run tonight. We may see this final rerun. I think the odds on it are quite likely, but if not, Marcel Hug is the double world champion in London over 1500 and 800 meters.
Oh, those little incidents give me really big chills because they are running on a fast high distance on a really high speed. So those collisions happen, but not always are they, is there a happy end or not.
Let's head to the men's F41 javelin throw, 4th round. Nikolawi of Iraq currently in 3rd position. For those of shorter stature this event. Well, that's way out over the 40-metre mark. The man who took silver at the Paralympics, he was 4th in this event in Doha 2 years ago. Asian Paragames champion in 2014. He likes it, why wouldn't he? Like a season best of 41.04 puts him into 1st position. Marcus Rehm of Germany won the men's long jump a short time ago. Here's Matthias Mester, another German, with a javelin. That's out over 40 as well. He won this championship in Lyon 4 years ago. European Championship gold in 2014, goes over but gets the javelin away fairly beforehand. He was only 5th in Rio last year. This should be better than that. He knows it is. Because it puts him in the silver medal position with a new European record of 40.54. Sun's 6th round attempt. He's in 4th position now. 39.24 is his best so far. Has to go more than 40. Well, he does indeed. Needs to go more than 40. He smashed 40. The world and championship record holder in 4th position coming into his final throw. Has he done it? I think he has. He's gone from 4th to 1st. He's defended that title. Season best, 42.14. He hasn't got the record. Who cares? He's won. As Sun. For the men's 400 T43 now. 4 competitors taking part. Lanes 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll see all the action. European champion Johannes Flores goes in lane 4. He's surrounded by 3 Americans. This man here, Nick Rogers, who was 5th in the Paralympics last year. He's nicknamed Quick Nick. He'll have to be running from lane 6. Hunter Woodhall, silver back in Doha in 2015. He was bronze last year at the Paralympic Games in Rio. Johannes Flores has already picked up a silver medal at these championships over 100 metres. Bronze in 2015 at the Worlds, and he's the 2016 European champion and reigning European champion. AJ Digby, just outside the medals last year in Rio. He was 5th and just outside the medals again in Doha. Competed in para-swimming and ice sledge hockey as well. World record held by Oscar Pistorius from 2011. David Baer of Germany in 2015 with the championship record. So it's Rogers in 6, Woodhall in 5, Floors in 4, and Digby in 3. They get away nicely indeed, all at a good pace, and Johan Floors on the inside in lane 4 has got away the best of all. He's already taken up on the outside there, Hunter Woodhall, and he's up level with him just about at this stage with 250 metres remaining. Also doing well on the inside there. It's AJ Digby and Nick Rogers on the outside. I said his nickname's Quick Nick. He's going to have to be much quicker than that if he's going to come home. It's Johan Floors in first place. On the outside of him, it's Hunter Woodhall, the silver medalist from 2 years ago, who heads for that silver medal again, because it's Johan Floors at the moment with about 80 metres to go, who's heading down that straight. What sort of a time is he going to come up with? Johan Floors of Germany, silver already over 100 metres. He's going to make it gold over 400 metres as he crosses the line. A new championship record at 46.68. On the outside of him, Hunter Woodhall has picked up the silver medal. And then on the inside lane, it's AJ Digby, who came 5th back in 2015, who's picked up the bronze. But a new championship record for Johan Floors, silver over 100 metres, and Germany pick up gold in the 400 metres for the men's T43 Vanessa Lowe.
He finally got that individual gold medal. He won a gold medal in the 4x1, hurt himself while celebrating, so he couldn't attempt to actually win a medal in the 400 metre in Rio. So here's his first own gold medal. Congratulations.
Well done to him, Johan Floors. 4 athletes in the race, 3 Americans and 1 German. And it's Europe who reigns supreme over North America. Johan Floors with a championship record of 46.67, which has only been held for the last 2 years. There was another German, David Berger, who owned that. It was 48.42. He smashed it. Absolutely smashed it. In second place, Hunter Woodhall. AJ Digby comes home to take 3rd. And Nick Rogers is the man who comes home around 20 metres behind in 4th place. But a good, solid performance from Johan Floors. What a happy man he'll be indeed, picking up that gold. Silver in the 100 metres. Silver's good, but it's not as good as gold. And that's what he'll be collecting this time. That's why these athletes compete at these championships. That's why they want to be here. They want to be at the top of the podium. And Germany will be. Johan Floors, a championship record, absolutely smashed the previous mark by almost 2 seconds. 46.67. Hunter Woodhall with the silver. AJ Digby in 3rd, and Nick Rogers in 4th place.
Abdul Rahim back in the Javelin, 40.05, his final attempt. Needs to improve by 2 metres for the gold, half a metre to get back into the medals, needs to be beyond 40 and is not. So Abdul Rahim will finish in 4th place in this F41 Javelin. A worthy effort, but what throwing we've seen. Sun Pen Zhang with the final throw, leaping from 4th to 1st and renegating Abdul Rahim from bronze to just outside. Fourth, his fate. A dramatic gold with the final throw for Sun Pen Zhang, leaping from outside the medals to be the world champion, retaining his crown. 42 metres 14, with Iraqi silver for Nukul Wali and Matthias Mester the bronze for Germany. Final event on the track tonight, the men's 400 metres T34. 2 going for the host nation, Britain, in this. The Asia-Oceania champion Mohammed Ahmadi of the United Arab Emirates, and the great Finn Henry Manny in this as well. So let's start off with Isaac Towers, the reigning European 800 meters champion. In lane 8 for Switzerland, Bojan Mitic, silver in the 1 and the 4, bronze in the 2 in the Europeans in Swansea, bronze in the 100 in Doha. The 100 meters champion from this week, and the reigning world champion, won 4 of those titles in Lyon and 4 in Doha, Wally Coutil. For Canada in lane 6, Austin Smeek, 4th in the 100 meters here. Lane 5, the 7-time European champion. He's won the last 2 400 crowns at continental level for Finland, Henry Manning. The United Arab Emirates in lane 4, the Asia-Oceania champion, bronze in the 100 meters here, and the reigning Paralympic 800 champion, Mohammed Al-Hamadi. Formerly a bronze medalist in the 200 meters in Christchurch in 2011, 7th in the 100 meters here from the United States, Austin Pruitt, coached by the great Joachim Cruz. And for Great Britain in lane 2, bronze in the 1, the 4 and the 8 in Grosseto of the Europeans last year, Ben Rowlings. So the home support for Rowlings and Towers on the inside and the outside. But Wally Coutil, really the man they have to beat, who's won 9 gold medals in the last 3 World Championships, including this one. Al-Hamadi in lane 4, the reigning Paralympic 800 champion. Rowlings, Pruitt, Al-Hamadi, Mani, Smeek, Coutil, Mitic, Towers. We are underway. Coutil underway well in lane 7 and flying well. He's already passed Mitic on his outside. Wally Coutil in 7, Al-Hamadi in 4. This is going to be a great joust between the kings of the 400 and the 800. Mani trying to move up as well for Finland. Coutil going well in 7. Smeek trying to make a bit of damage for Canada. But Coutil and Al-Hamadi are the 2 going better than the rest of the moment. Coutil in 7, Al-Hamadi in 4. Now they'll straighten up in this T34 final. It's a straight shootout between these 2. Coutil slightly in front on the near side. Al-Hamadi in lane 4, Mani going well in 3rd. I think Coutil's going to get his 10th world title. Wally Coutil does it again. Al-Hamadi in 2nd place and Henry Mani in 3rd. Austin Pruitt in 4th. For the United States, you can't keep a good champion down. Wally Coutil with a championship record, 50.57. He's broken his own championship record from Lyon 4 years ago. Just the 1 gold for him in Rio. He was only in 2 events. Al-Hamadi won the gold there ahead of Coutil in the 800. But Coutil, the great Tunisian, gets his revenge. Gold in the 1, the 2, the 4 and the 8 in Lyon and in Doha. And now he's won the 1 and the 4 in London. And in the T34 class, Coutil, he's the top dog again.
The question was if Al-Hamadi could take down the big Catilda, and the answer was no.
It was a great race. They straightened up. Coutil with the slight lead, but he just pushed up, and Al-Hamadi in the end could not respond in the final 100.
Indeed he couldn't, and when you're dealing with a man like Wally Coutil, he just keeps on coming and coming and coming, doesn't he? You mentioned he was the great Tunisian. He's the terrific Tunisian. What an athlete he is. T54s, without doubt, one of the most enjoyable racing spectacles.
Yeah, Wally Coutil in the T34. This is a coordination impairment wheelchair event, the strongest racers of the lot. And Coutil, well, 10 world golds. 3-time Paralympic champion, another championship record. Coutil wins, 50.56. Al-Hamadi the silver for the Emirates, and Henry Mani the bronze for Finland. So Marcel Hug claiming the 800 meters in the T54 to add to his 1500 meters crown, which will be subject to appeal. The result stands for now with only 4 crossing the line. So Marcel Hug takes his second gold of London 2017 for Switzerland. Liu Yang in second place for China. Kongen the bronze for Thailand. Suzuki fourth. Kizaru and Romanchuk 3 minutes after the crash continued on to take 5th and 6th. Garbi and Liu did not finish.
Diana Dezita of Latvia, F56 Javelin. This is the gold medalist. With that throw, which was a world record of 27.07. Taking Maavi, the silver medalist from Iran. A new area record for her of 20.66 meters. So some distance behind Dadzida. Martina Villing. She's been around for a long time, 4 fouls, but this was good enough to give her the bronze medal with her final throw of the competition. So there it is, confirmation of a world record for Diana Dadzida of Latvia, 27.07. Mokhtar Moavi of Iran with his silver, and Martina Villing with her very last throw picks up the bronze medal.
What another great night of action we've had at the London Olympic Stadium. Cockcroft and Camlish winning Britain's 10th and 11th gold medals, but the United States joining them. Hugely successful time for them tonight. China with their 7th gold, Tunisia 5, Scott Reedon claiming 4th for Australia, Ukraine, Brazil with 4 as well, Germany 3 thanks to floors, Ireland with 4 medals now. Barry, McCarthy, Smith and McCullough, the latter 2 with golds. Greece with their first title, India with a throwing gold. Success spread right around. Hug with 1 gold at the moment, a 2nd to be ratified. That'll be overnight. Iran with 7 medals, none of them gold yet, and mainly coming in the throws. Spain, the 50th nation on the mark. Sri Lanka through Yoda. 57 nations have medalled so far at these World Para Athletics Championships. So what another magnificent night we have had here at the London Stadium. Marcel Hug with his 2nd gold medal. Cockcroft and Camlish earning gold for Great Britain yet again. But world records across the stratosphere tonight. Camlish in the 100 metres, dethroning Malu Van Rijn, and Scott Reedon in the 100 as well, from Will Downing, Tolson Tollett and Vanessa Lowe from London. It's good night.